Hey there, welcome to the channel. Hi, how are ya? I'm just laying here in bed and I know the lighting is not great, but I wanted to just talk about some things that were going on the channel, some questions and some, just some things that people are saying about, how I'm wording things and in a lot of my videos, I am saying that I'm poor. And by the United States standards of what is considered poor for a family of 3 is under 25 grand a year. And I am making between 10 to 12 grand a year. So technically at this phase in my life, I am poor. And I know that these comments are coming from a place of love and they're meant well, and I am receiving them well because I know that's how they're meant. And you're saying what you say is what you become. And I totally get this. I really do. I use this in so many areas of my life. What you say persists, what you say you become. But where I'm coming from here on this channel, or the kind of mission that I feel that I am called to do here at this time on the channel, is, sorry, there's something in my eye. Oh. I think it's an eyelash. Sorry. I am poor. But what I want to do here, stay with me for a minute, is I want to convey that you can be struggling financially, you can be poor, and you can still live from a place of gratitude for where you are. You can even enjoy living a simple life, and you can still change where you're going and I am not attached to being poor. I say that I am neurodivergent, I have ADHD, I'm struggling with autism, PTSD. You can't change the way your brain is structured when it comes to ADHD, those types of things, but being poor, I can change. So what I'm trying to do is I want to focus on gratitude, and that gratitude is going to lift your vibration, your energy, lift how you feel about the world, where you can show up happy. You can be poor and still be happy and still show up in a place from love and gratitude. And that love and gratitude is going to slingshot you forward into more things to be grateful for, into more things that more open doors to get out of the situation. So when I say that I am poor, I am. And that's something that I can change. I am not attached to being poor. I do not want to be poor. I do enjoy living a simple lifestyle, and I want to stay in a simple lifestyle, but I don't want to struggle to pay my bills. So when I say these things, I know you're coming from a place of love, and I really get where you're coming from, but I want other people to know that you can be poor and you can be grateful for where you are and still be in the process of changing where you're going. Like, I am heading in a different place. And I know that I'm heading in that place. I'm manifesting that. I'm doing the work. And, you know, some of you might not see where I'm doing the work, but like I am living in a state of gratitude right now for where I am, what I get, who's showing up for me, who's supporting me, all the little things in my life. I'm showing up in gratitude and love, and those things are moving me out of being poor. I fully believe that that's where I'm going, but I'm okay with where I am, and I am happy with where I am. And I just want you to know that if you are poor or if you are struggling in some way, you can change your life in most situations when it comes to something like this. It just takes being open, being grateful, and coming from love. And doors will open, the right people will show up, the right situations will show up, and you just do the work, and you believe you already have it because you do. And I hope that this makes sense. I hope that I'm not just saying words and it's like, what are you talking about? Because this has been the work that I've been doing in my life for the past few months. I, not long ago, was in a state of lost. I felt so lost. And I didn't know what direction I was going in. And I just started living from a state of gratitude and love, and tried showing up in my life daily with multiple things that I'm grateful for. And everything started to lift. And I just think that this is something that I want to help people with, because like life is hard and we get stuck in these old patterns that we've existed in, and it gets really hard to break out of those patterns, and we don't see we're in them. We're just stuck in them like a wheel, like a little mouse in a wheel. And if we could just, not be stuck in that programming, that pattern that's been built over our life experience of heartache and, our body trying to protect us and setting these alerts and these patterns to keep us safe, because that's what it's trying to do. But if we could just be the higher person, what is the word that I'm trying to use? There's a higher version of us that's not in that pattern. And if we could just lift and look over it and watch those patterns and watch how we're behaving and how we're acting, and just be like, when something comes up, be like, you're okay. We don't need to do this anymore. And I hope that makes sense, what I'm saying. Like, we get caught in these things and we don't even realize it. Our body's just trying to take care of us, and it's like, it's built that way, and it's an amazing thing for helping us survive. But if we're not in a survival situation anymore, we can let the body know that we don't need it to do that. And we can come above it, and we can start finding things in our day to be grateful for, and we can show up in gratitude. And it doesn't matter where we are and how much we have. it doesn't, nothing, all that, none of that matters. Just being grateful with where we are. That doesn't mean we have to stay where we are, but finding something to be grateful for where we are. And then that gratitude lifts our vibration, the energy levels, the way we feel, and then it slingshots us forward into change. I think that's all I wanted to say. I really had a hard time. Like last night, I was up for like a couple hours. Like I had this idea of like this video playing in my head. It sounded so good and way better than I just did it just now. And I, I haven't wanted to like, I'm in my sweats. I've been in them all day. Didn't want to set up cameras. I wanted it to be creative and not just me in my bed talking. And I'm having to keep pulling myself out of these. You don't have to be creative to show up here on this in this space. Not everyone's going to watch. That doesn't matter. But if it finds someone and it helps them, that's what matters. And I've noticed that now that the monetization has happened on my channel, that I'm looking at the analytics and watching the numbers, and I feel like it can be such a trap for YouTubers and people that are starting out, because you want to start pulling in money. But I also really want to stay true to who I am and what I have to say and like what matters and where I feel like I'm supposed to show up for people, or just, like where I can help. And so I am going to have to pull myself from the back end of YouTube a bit and stay humble. And I can see like how it can pull people in. It's a tricky thing. Anyways, if you watched this entire video, I really appreciate you. I hope that something here has resonated or helped, or, whatever, hopefully it did something for you. And I'm just glad that I could share it. And I feel like this is going to be like a big thing and a big theme on my channel, is like, I want you to be able to show up and be okay with where you are and still know that there is change that can happen. It just takes a little shifting in your mind, a little watching what you're doing. Like, it's kind of like, be interested. Be interested in why you do things. Be curious. Like, be the child. Like this child version of you, just watching what you're doing, why you do those things, where that pattern came from. Do we need it? It's not serving us. Let it go. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. I love you guys, and I hope you had a great day, and I hope you have a great day tomorrow. And until next time, bye. Bye.